Good morning, children. So now we are going to discuss the topic as a solubility in water. Children, when we are concerned the case of substance, we know certain materials can dissolve in water, certain other materials which cannot be dissolved in water. For example, in the case of, I will consider some water, some amount of water. You can see that. And I kept, so you can see that I am taking some amount of water on a beaker and I am keeping this iron nail into this. You can see that. You can see that iron nail is inside this water only. Is it soluble? This iron nail is soluble in water. So you can see that it will remain there only. So it will not soluble in water. You can see that in this case, iron nail will not soluble in water. Now we can consider another situation. We can observe that I am again keeping some water, and now I have some sugar. You can see that I am putting some sugar into this. Some amount of sugar I am putting, and you can see that I am stirring this. Water I am stirring. Yes, you can see that this sugar is dissolved in water. You can see that. You can see that the sugar is dissolved in water. So we can say that the substances which are dissolved in water. So in this case, you can see that sugar is dissolved in water. So we can say that the substances which are dissolved in water are known as soluble. Soluble in water. So in this case, we can say that sugar is soluble in water, because sugar is dissolved in water. When we add certain amount of sugar in water, you can see that sugar is dissolved in water. So we can say that sugar is soluble in water. At the same time, instead of sugar, if we are taking some chalk powder, we are taking some chalk powder. We are having some chalk powder also. So we are taking some chalk powder. I am putting some chalk powder. So here chalk powder is there. So you can see that I am putting the chalk powder here. You can see that I am stirring it. You can see that it is not dissolving in water, still it is there. You can see that small pieces are there. You can see that it will not completely dissolve in water. You can see that in bottom also. You can see that the pieces are moving inside this. Have you seen that? Yes. You can see that the small pieces are moving inside. That means one thing it is clear. When we are concerned the case of a chalk powder, yes, chalk powder is, we can see that not dissolved in this water. So we can say that in the case of a chalk powder, which is insoluble in water. Insoluble in water. So in the case of a sugar, we can say that it is soluble in water, and when it is concerned the case of a chalk powder, you can see that is insoluble in water. So this is the way we can classify the substances on the basis of their solubility in water. So see that certain substances can be soluble in water, so they are known as soluble, and certain substances which cannot be dissolved in water, so they are known as insoluble. So the substances which are dissolved in water are known as soluble, and substances which are not dissolved in water are known as, what is that, insoluble, we can see. Okay, so this is the way we can understand some of the substances are soluble and some other substances are insoluble. Now we can consider another situation as suppose you can try at your home also. If you are mixing some amount of water and milk, suppose you are taking some amount of milk and some amount of water. We know when we are adding, mixing together, So what will happen? We are getting a separate mixture of this milk and water. We can see that this when we are adding this milk into this water, we can observe that both this milk and the water is mixing together. That means both the liquids are mixed together. So such types of a liquid we can call it as one name, that is known as mixable liquids. Mixable liquids. So when we are considering the case of mixable liquids, what is that mixable liquids? The liquids which are mixed together are known as what is that mixable liquid, we can say it. So in this case we can see that when we are considering the case of what is that milk and in the case of water, we can see that they are considered as mixable liquids. Then when we are considering the case of some oil and water, so in this case we can say that the milk and in the case of milk and water, they are considered as mixable. Now when we are considering the case of water and oil, suppose we are considering a situation which oil is added to this water, some amount of oil is added to this. You can see that oil is forming a separate layer on the surface of this water. That means oil will not dissolve in water. They are forming a separate layer. So such a types of liquids are known as what is that immiscible liquids. Immiscible liquids. For example, in the case of what is that water and oil, you can say that. In the case of water and oil, they will not mix together. So such types of liquids are known as immiscible liquids. Immiscible liquids. That means when we are adding two liquids together, they will not mix each other. So such types of liquids are known as what is that immiscible liquids. And the liquids which are mixed together are known as what is that mixable liquids. Similarly, when we are concerned the case of certain types of gases also, in the case of oxygen and hydrogen, they are dissolved in water. That is the reason plants are able to grow in water. Similarly, in the case of some of the aquatic animals, so they are breathing, they are breathing oxygen. The oxygen which is dissolved in water only, these types of plants and animals are breathing. Similarly, the hydrogen, that means the hydrogen which is dissolved in water is used for photosynthesis by these plants. Similarly, when we are concerned the case of nitrogen gas which will not dissolve in water. So when we are concerned the case of oxygen and hydrogen is dissolved in water. So they are considered as what is that soluble in water when we are concerned the case of oxygen and hydrogen. Okay.